Drivers demand dignity. I just wanted to give Gig Workers Rising a shout out so that they could use my base, my platform, to bring across a message. They are looking for drivers to participate in a caravan. They're very, very active on this AB5 issue, right? Kevin, the apptrepreneur, made a good video yesterday showing the drivers the status of that bill. Apparently it's in suspense mode. If something is being put into that suspended status, right, that bill, it's not really good news. So I guess these guys are fighting around the clock to keep it alive. What I like is they're truly fighting for the drivers to get dignity back, the trust back, the respect back that drivers deserve, which Uber and Lyft are not giving them, right? And we're seeing that a lot lately with Lyft's disrespectful cuts in the rates in many cities, right? Myself, a voice for drivers, a VFD as I call myself, I got to put the light on an event like this, Tuesday, August 27th, 12 noon till 1:30, 90 minutes of your time. If you're in that market, listen, they're taking the issue to the doorsteps of the Uber headquarters. They obviously got the license and everything to do a strike and a protest there at 1455 Market Street, an address that I've sent many letters to in the past, right? And they're staying active. They're fighting. No matter where you stand on this issue, the bottom line is the reason why I like that this is kept alive is that there's not just a backroom deal between politicians and the companies. I don't think that, I've always said this, I don't think that AB5 will succeed. What I'm looking for are better conditions than the current conditions, which means more rights for drivers, more of a voice for drivers, and better earnings. I do not see this AB5 bill passing, and that's just my opinion, knowing quite a bit about politics, how these bills work, etc. But I truly am pushing and giving my full commitment to better conditions, because whatever Uber and Lyft are doing out there right now, it's atrocious. It's malicious, it's upsetting, and drivers don't deserve that, right? So I will put my full weight behind these guys. Can I get back up there on this date? I'll try. I'm going to have to really look at my schedule or reschedule my day a little bit, if I can maybe even just try and fly up and fly down again just for that day. But here's another thing, my friends. If you want to start a YouTube channel, right? If you want to start a YouTube channel, set it up the day before. Go down there, whether you're from Sacramento, surrounding San Jose, San Francisco, go there and create a live stream, right? Create a live stream right there, or get yourself footage. I tell you, it's going to be a very, very searched keyword in the media and the press. And if you're starting a channel, and if you want to get some traction, some movement on your YouTube channel, this is a great starting point, okay? Then I also wanted to give you an update, not that it really fits into this video, about the social media threats that I got, that a couple of other people got, including Paula Peterson. Understand, in my personality, I'm not shy. I will try and reach out to these people and resolve matters. I tried to meet with one of the LA people by hiring a company, looking up the work address where he's at, went down there, he wasn't there, right? I'm inviting him to a meeting on Friday at 12 o'clock to resolve things. The other guy, and I said would never mention names, we resolved things peacefully, right? And he did a great job, right? He rebranded his channel and understands that hate and promoting hate doesn't work. You're not going to get the subscribers. You're not going to get the followers, right? Promoting negative publicity, dirty politics, promoting haters, promoting trolls doesn't make you money, folks. doesn't, right? Unless you may be the Alex Jones or the InfoWars of the world. Those people will monetize their channel through hatred, right? But there's no space for that. So what I really like about this character, he knows who I'm talking about, is that he took all the toxic stuff down and started fresh. And as a gesture of kindness that I wanted to make towards him, I heard one of his videos where he wanted to go to an event with his lady, with his girlfriend, and I reached out and bought him 2 tickets to that event so that he can go and enjoy it in September with his lady. So I'm happy I ironed out things there. It takes diplomacy sometimes. It takes a phone call. It takes the effort to reach out, right? But unfortunately, some people's minds you cannot change, right? You cannot change. So I know it doesn't really fit into this topic, but I didn't want to make 2 separate videos out of it, so I'm slotting it in here. The other individual continues to use words such as there will be war, you will go down, I'm a monster. These are his words, his chosen words. In today's climate, can you imagine you show this material to the police or to the FBI? They'll be all over him, right? Because that's possibly an accident waiting to happen. So again, I'm not afraid of that language, never been. I grew up where if a cat had 9 lives, my friends, I've survived 13 lives in South Africa. I'm a US citizen enjoying the protections and the laws of the United States. But I tell you what, if you have ever lived in South Africa or traveled around Africa, the wild, wild west, you better be heavily armed and have a lot of cash on you if you want to survive out there in business. That's all I can say. So I could write books about that country. I love that country. I have deep roots to South Africa. I have a lot of family there. I love it, right? I absolutely love South Africa. But I feel great in the United States, born here, having a good life in California, raising my children, doing the very best for them, giving them the very best education. And that being said, I also want the very best for every driver, right? If you're out there as a parent and you're doing everything you can in your power to empower your children, why can't I leverage my platform as a channel to promote possibilities, to promote love instead of hate, right? And to reach out to people and form relationships like I did. One of those 2 people, I can tell you right now, he completely saw the light and he's doing well, and he's going to do extremely well as an ambassador in his city in New York. He will do well, I know it, right? Because he's chosen the right path, right? And the path, the caravan to this AB5 issue is an issue that is very, very deep, runs very deep with many drivers, right? Because the people that I have spoken to, when they express their frustrations or their upset, you have to give those emotions words, my friends. You have to talk about how you feel. You know, how does it make you feel when Uber and Lyft just overnight radically cut your fares? I got a screenshot, and I know I'm going on 20 different tangents here, but I got a screenshot earlier on, right, where a guy, I believe it was in Arizona, showed me his numbers. Oh my goodness. It's unacceptable. I'm sorry. It's absolutely unacceptable what Lyft is currently doing in certain markets. Arizona, Nevada, Vegas, etc. It's unacceptable. And you got to go out there and join organizations like that. If you stand for something, right? If you stand for something, these guys are getting more and more traction. This gig work is rising, right? They're getting more signups because there's more and more drivers that are frustrated and want to change. And when I listen to frustrated drivers, and I've watched a few videos down from the Miami market where there are certain people on YouTube trying to capitalize on those frustrations of Uber and drivers and maybe luring them over to the trip company, right? When you trip, you got to truly offer something better. Don't go out there and sell smoke and mirrors, right? Go out there and promote a real alternative, right? So I was looking for that on August the 18th. I was extremely disappointed that nothing again happened on the trip side. And I just got a ton of screenshots and a ton of information about individuals in that company or that work for that company. And that's a video for another date if we want to go there, right? But you got to stand for something that makes sense, S-E-N-S-E, and that makes sense, C-E-N-T-S. That'll add up to dollars, right? Otherwise, you don't have any direction. So I urge you to support these guys in Cali if you can. Even go up, join the caravan from LA. Go all the way up to San Francisco like we did when we went up to Sacramento. Stand for something, stand up for yourself, stand up for your fellow brothers and sisters. And again, if I can fly in, I'll do it. I'd love to be there. Love to meet more drivers. Love to reach out to people. Love to hear their story. We broke a good story last time when we were in Sacramento. And the people that were there at that rally were all paid by Uber. So that was a fake, fictitious rally. But we exposed that story. It even got into the LA Times. So, sometimes mobilizing, going there, interviewing people, getting in front of cameras brings results. And I know that Gig Workers Rising is truly working around the clock fighting for you guys. Again, no matter where you stand on the AB5 issue, I repeat myself here, I don't think it's going to pass, but I do think that we should push for better conditions than we currently have and restore dignity. I like this message. Drivers demand dignity. Every single one of you out there deserves dignity, my friends. You really do, right? So I'll stand up for you. They standing up for you. Join the caravan. Take the day off. Make some noise. Make yourself heard. You know what? Bring a big drum and bang it in front of it's sometimes the most, or a bullhorn. Just bang it there in front of 1455 Market Street. Because when you start banging that drum loud and loud and loud, I'll tell you, the press, the journalists, the photographers, they will come. They will hear you. Put the drum down and then talk. Talk how you feel. Use your words. Use your feelings. That's all I'm going to say. So, hey, good job, guys. Good job, gig workers. Hope that was a little positive shout out for you guys. Thank you to the gentleman for going back and forth yesterday on that issue that I feel very passionate about, where drivers were threatened. And to the other guy, there's always space, my friend. There's always a possibility to change things for the better, right? Get out of that mode. It's not going to serve you well. The victim mentality, my friends, is a downward spiral. So wherever you are in the country, go around with a good attitude, creating win-win situations. And again, we're trying to create a winning situation here for drivers. That's why this Drivers Demand Dignity rally was called on this day. I like what they stand for. Have a great day.